Hi, and today we are looking at the Magic FX trading robot. This trading robot seems to be one of the most popular trading robots as of December 2020. I'm constantly seeing a lot of chatter and excitement in the forum, so I thought it would be worthwhile to take a look at this. So this is for MetaTrader 4 only, and in the product description it does say it uses trading channels and candlesticks to enter and exit up to trades. The author has provided 5 set files across 4 different forex pairs, and this is not a martingale or grid system. What I also do like about this is that there are live real results attached to this trading system. To get the optimal results for this trading robot, you do need to make sure that you're using a regulated prime broker, and you also need to make sure you're using a VPS. As you'll see in the back tests, the trading robot scouts for a very few number of pips, so you need to make sure that you have a very fast VPS connection, and you need to make sure that your broker has very small spreads. I've provided details of the recommended broker and VPS provider for you to use. These links are in the description box below the video. So moving on to the backtest, we are going to start backtesting from January 2020 until December 2020, so a good whole year. And we are going to backtest against the set files that the author has provided. So he has provided EURUSD, 2 set files for that, EURCAD, GBPUSD and GBPUSD. We are going to use the tick data suite with Deduca's copy data for more accurate backtesting results. So firstly, the 2 EURUSD backtests. In both cases we're starting with $100 and running the backtest. As you can see from the first one, the graph is a lot more clean than the second one. The first one, we go from $100 to $156 in the 12 months. That's a good 50% return, and with a 11% drawdown, so that's pretty good. The profit factor is 2.2 or 2.12, sorry. The second EURUSD backtest goes up 34%, so $100 to $134, with a much larger 28% drawdown. The profit factor is 1.37. Now I did investigate a few of the big movements on the chart. I am noticing that quite a few of the big moves are due to when the trades have been left running overnight on a Friday after the markets are closed, and due to a gap up or down once the markets open on the Sunday has resulted in the big movement. So I'm not too comfortable with that, especially if you're going to be trading on larger accounts. In the second backtest, you can see the first big jump just after trade 27. That is 3 trades which jumped up massively over the weekend, resulting in a huge gain, and then it's been downhill for quite a while before it started to trend up again, and it's only just brought itself back up to that level. Now moving on to the second lot of backtests, this is the EURCAD and the GBPUSD backtest. EURCAD's growth was steady. It went from 100 to 116, so 16% increase in the equity, 11% drawdown and a 1.75 profit factor, so I feel that's respectable. GBPUSD, you can see there was a big drop at the beginning, and it spent pretty much the rest of the year clawing back those losses. It ended up slightly up with a 4% gain, with 11% drawdown and a 1.48 profit factor. And finally, the GBPUSD backtest. This went from $100 to $133, so a 33% increase on an 8% drawdown, 2.17 profit factor. I do like the look of this graph. It is quite a nice, consistent looking graph. I think the best looking chart so far. And then combining all of these backtests together using a bit of software called Quant Analyzer, you can see what the aggregate growth curve looks like. It goes from $100 to $245, assuming you're trading all these pairs on the one account, which is a very good 145% return in a year. Looking at the graph, the blue line is the combined growth. You can see that there is a huge jump in February, where it jumps up to around 70%, and then from February to around June, it's pretty choppy, but after that it's quite nice and consistent to $245. And then looking in more detail at the trading, you can see it's made of 588 trades with an average profit factor of 1.72. It's had a winning percentage of 68.54, which is respectable. Drawdown is 39, considering we started off with $100. That is quite considerable. So looking at the other details, win to losses ratio 2.18, so approximately you're getting 2 wins for every loss. The other thing to note is that the average wins are very, very small, $0.86. Translating that into pips, which you can't see in this, is very small, and that does impact on the amount that you will make if you're using the recommended account, because of the commission that is charged. So that's something that you do need to look out for. And if you look at the monthly performance, you can see that all but 3 months are winning. Now, after running all these back tests for these forex pairs for 12 months, I thought it's important that perhaps I should go back a bit further just so we can check for curve fitting. The author has provided these set files. They've been optimized to work, but it's not clear as to how far back he's been doing this for. So running this across all of the 5 sets from 2018, so 2-year back test, I thought it'd be interesting to see what these equity curve looks like. And you can see there in this page, EURUSD looks like a stable longer term strategy. The EURUSD second one, there's a huge period of nothing. You can see a massive drop there, and then it doesn't do anything for a long time before it picks up again. And this is 2020 when it starts to pick up. But if you had traded this from 2018, you would just about break even as of the end of December. EURCAD I think looks okay. GBPUSD from 2018 has been losing. It's only from 2020 it's been winning. How long will that win streak last? You don't know, and I don't like the look of that chart. GBPUSD looks like a good, nice long-term chart, just like the first one. If I were to use this, I would keep the first EURUSD set file, the EURCAD, and the GBPUSD for trading. I would discard the other two because they look like they've been curve fitted and are currently working, but you just don't know how long it will last. The others have a much more stable looking chart, and that means that it's more likely it will last a little bit longer. One thing that is good about this trading system is that the author has published live accounts, so he is trading this live, and he has 2 signals on the MQL website. You can see the links. One's done exceptionally well, currently returning 137%, running for 14 weeks, and he's got a new one which has only been running for 3 weeks so far, but has accumulated 51% already. So worthwhile looking at it. I think certainly this trading robot does work and has been working so far, and currently it's doing very, very well. So that's why a lot of people have invested and purchased this trading robot, and Forex explains why it's currently one of the top trading systems at this moment in time. And my final thoughts and summary of this trading robot, what I do like about it is that it is not a bar ticket awkward system, so it's relatively safe in that aspect. However, it does hold trades over the weekend on these pairs. Some of these large gains and potential losses can be quite significant during this time. For some traders, holding trades over a weekend would be deemed too risky. Because this trading robot does take small pips, you do need a very low spread broker and VPS to execute. I mentioned before that the recommended broker and VPS provider are in the description box below. But for this to execute, you will need to pay commission per trade because of the type of accounts which can only work with this type of system. And I think it will be significant because you're only taking a few pips as profit per trade. Also, the current sets are working for trading, but you just don't know how long these sets will remain profitable. One thing I do like about this though is that you can optimize this trading robot. So even after you've bought it, and even after these sets don't work, you can run your own optimizations to get the next profitable sets. If you like the look of this trading robot, you can buy this from the MQL marketplace. You can see the link on the site there. You can also download the configuration files from the marketplace. These are the author's ones, but for your convenience you can download them from my links also. And finally, thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to be kept informed of my new videos. Thank you.